come here to tell the United Nations that the land they mortgaged to Cameroon will be recaptured by the brilliant people of Ambazonia.
Right! Yes!
That the complicity they had with the United Kingdom will be dampened. That your spirit, the indomitable spirit that has led you from your homes right here to this plaza, will not be extinguished by the banality of evil installed in our homeland. That the spirit that has awakened from the dusty street of Mutengene to the alleys of Bamenda will not be squashed by the brutality of Cameroon, the complicity of the United Nations, and the utter silence of the United Kingdom. For the blood of our people spilled for those who've gone before us, we stand like valiant soldiers to lay our lives to ensure that their blood wasn't spilled in vain, that they didn't die in vain, that the mothers who scream for their daughters, the fathers who are on shore where their kids are detained, wouldn't mourn in vain. I have come here as a soldier of the revolution. I have come here to assure you that this is just the first step to internationalize our struggle, to make the international community understand our pain, the pain of the mothers, the yearning of the fathers, and the doubts plastered on the faces of our kids. That the land, the 43 square meter land that we own, will not be mortgaged, will not be taken by any other country. That we are ready, that we will fight block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, until the day, as the last speaker said, we will be able to install a government in Boya, a government for the Ambazonians, a government by the Ambazonians, that is going to speak for us, back for us, make treaties for us. We are not going to allow an alien dominating power from Yaoundé to decide our future, decide the curriculum of our education, decide which language we speak in our courts. And if the lawyer said no, right from here in New York, we send a message to Yaoundé that we are ready for the gendarmes, the big, and all the evil spirits that have been installed in our homeland. That we will give our life for a free Ambazonia. That if this country was built on the blood of people from distant places, we are ready as soldiers of the revolution to make sure that one day, just one day, we have a homeland to call our own, a place to dwell in peace, a place where we as a people can decide our destiny. You've just got started. It's a long journey. Liberation is not a walk in the park, and I want you to be ready. Do not believe soothsayers who say you are just going to have it on a platter of gold. It's going to be a hard struggle. But the footprints you leave here today will be followed by those after us. They will know we were here. They will know we fought for them. They will know we died for them. They will know we did our part. And so they will use the same rope map to be able to inhabit a free country. If that's the only thing we can give our children, let's do it for Mother Ambazonia. I want to thank your leadership. I want to thank all those who've made it possible for me to be here. Together as a people, we will fight together, go to jail together, so one day we may be free together. Come on.
Good evening to you all, fellow Ambazonians, to our great people and to our brave soldiers. Shake, shake, Inode. There comes a time in the lives of a people when they must summon their inner strength and overcome fear. They must summon courage and take a firm stance for their freedom, to end the suffering, the pain, and the poverty imposed on our people by Cameroon. There is no freedom without sacrifice. There is no freedom without risk. There's no freedom without commitment. There's no freedom without dedication. Today, we want to remind you and take you through a journey that symbolizes, that represents sacrifice, risk, bravery, commitment, and an attitude that defies all odds. There are moments in a people's lives, one single moment in history that have changed the course of humanity. There are moments in the history of nations that set the pace of what those nations have become today. The world as we see it today has been shaped by key events. The D-Day, or the landing of Normandy, changed the world and created the world we call the modern world today. We all remember the stance Mandela took and the ANC took to invoke armed resistance as a means to end the apartheid on the South African people. It changed the lives of South Africans. It changed the course of the South African liberation struggle. The Ambazonian struggle is no different. Key events have defined, they have changed the destiny of the Ambazonian people from an unknown people to today, a people, a territory, a nation, and a people that are recognized globally. Today we'll be talking about one of the most significant and life-changing events in the Ambazonian liberation struggle. A journey that represents the highest level of human sacrifice, of human love, the highest level of courage, and a leadership of selflessness. We will be talking with the Deputy Defense Chief of Ambazonia Defense Forces, Chairman Kavi, a legend in our struggle. We will also be talking with the Secretary General of Ambazonia Defense Forces, Comrade Ayamba, a legend in our struggle. Today, they will be telling you stories of bravery, stories of sacrifice, stories of courage, stories of defiance, stories of giving everything to make sure the Ambazonian people are free. Good evening, fellow Ambazonians. For every people, their lives, time to be with the people, they must come to a point where they must make up their minds for gather all the courage where they never ever get them before. For gather all the faith where they never ever show them before. For overcome the fear when I make and they remain under occupation. It comes for a people their life where they must take a stand, a firm stand. Say the time for be free, it don't reach. The time for make the necessary sacrifice, it don't reach. The time for make the necessary commitment, for make the people to be free from the suffering, from the pain, from the misery, and from the occupation where Cameroon impose them for our people then. The world where we see them today, including the Western world where all we would try for run, or go for day, go find place for stay for day. That Western world, it will be changed, it will be created not by events, certain decisions, a moment where leader or leaders, they show a new level of courage and focus and determination. The Second World War, it be changed. Now the day where they call and say the D-Day, the Normandy landing. That day where they say the time don't come where they must end Adolf Hitler, the rule where one conquer all of Europe and put all humanity into occupation or into captivity. The people they make that sacrifice, and on that day they give we this world, who they call and say the free world today. Nelson Mandela and all the people them for ANC, after peaceful protest for so many years, they not be fit for change the attitude of the apartheid white supremacist government until the leadership of ANC with Mandela, they decide say the time for them for change tactics, it don't reach. The time for them for invoke the people their right for bear arms and fight the occupier, it don't reach. And at that moment, it redefined and changed the course of the people of South African people, their struggle. The same thing for India. The Indian people, they protest. Fear not believe them, may they be a free people. Gandhi be being a lawyer, a practice, the training for England, but fear to be there for a heart until he go for South Africa. He go see the wickedness of apartheid. He go see the brutality of apartheid. He go see how the black people them, the white people that they treat them, kill them like animals. He see how they treat Indians like cockroach, like wild animals. They not feel work for street. They not feel she don't for inside bus. They feel only live now for certain places. When they reach for certain 6 o'clock for evening, they not feel work for streets. They not feel work for road. Gandhi go back for India. That experience, that moment, that pain, it changed Gandhi. It stands on how he must stand for the independence of the Indian people then, and it gives you the courage where he be thinking never get them. When Gandhi returned for India, Gandhi be a changed man. Even when he be a stammerer, Gandhi now is start to mobilize the Indian people then and tell them say the English people, their occupation on the Indian people then, it must come to an end. Our liberation struggle don't go through so many experiments we cause our people then they remain under Cameroon occupation. Our people, they don't be a very peaceful people for a very long time. And the occupier, it don't condition we. Say if we want make we be a fearful people, make we be a peaceful people, they no go the worry we. The biggest mistake we our people they don't make them. Now for use fear as a justification for keep we collectively under poverty, under misery, under pain, under the worst form of human conditions. Until a leader is stand up. But tell the people them say, we must bury fear. We must sacrifice. If we want to be free, no man will give with that freedom. Freedom they come with a cost. Freedom they come with a price. Make I welcome my big brother them, my friends them, my colleagues them, my comrades, my legends, that the people them this will they inspire me for be able to speak for Ambazonia. When I see their courage, when I see the sacrifices where they make for our people them, when I see the kind risk where they carry them on behalf of our people them, me too, I not be fit for shit on quiet. Chairman Kavi, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Spooks, and thanks for having me.
SG Ayamba, your place over there. Good evening, sir.
Your place day. DC, your place day. Spooks, your place day.
Your place day, my brother.
Today, I want to talk for Oyibo, but I believe say because this conversation are mostly for our people there, and not be so much for the external world. We could talk for pidgin. Una be present. Not only una two, and many others. They tell the story. DDC Kavi, you don't be around since a young boy, like a leader. You don't see what our people don't go through for a long time, a series of experiment, one failure, one humiliation after another. Wait till make am for 2017. All una, the leadership of AGOFC, will decide say the time don't reach. Not be only for set up with self-defense on the ground, but the time don't reach. Make all una will take una foot, enter for that territory for start the fight. Now wait till we come.
Thank you so much, Spooks. First of all, you get for no see this Ambazonian struggle. It don't been a pregnancy for a very long time. I think say time where La Republique du Cameroon it be they do the thing where Papa and Mami they done before woman be pregnant. You know see that woman be pregnant. You want open your eye, that woman be pregnant, and abortion not be an option. So what you would do would fight for keep who picking. And so it been a thing where it start from far back, not be from 2017. It been a systematic torture where we don't go through. And you see say most of we for AGOFC, now people then we they don't test first hand barbarism, first hand torture for the hands of La Republique du Cameroon. So if you say most of we for AGOFC were being prepared by Cameroon without knowing. Now I talk say they be do something for we did not know say we go do belle. So that torture it make many of we escape from that territory to where we see peace. Not even say we see peace, we can see things that we will not be know say it didn't even exist. So we instill again that fire for we. For say if we don't see this thing them, and then we look back, we see and say nah thing them that way we set we forget them for our own people them. But we not fit do them because of the same people that way they torture we for escape, they see torture, we small brother them, we big brother them, we auntie them, we uncle them, we pa them, we get to make some way we get to take that peace, we'll get them for back to those people. Now, why that way we come out with the AGOFC and we get a plan, we'll plan be till 2018, we'll make sure say we do the marching back home. But it suffice say we'll be cut short. That long pregnancy will be cut short because the woman start labor where the 9 months never reach. When Cameroon send that woman again for forced labor, where people they come out the march with palm front, with lettuce trees them for their backside. They're not a key no man with lettuce. They're not a key no man with palm front. The guy then come out with helicopter gunship. They start put people then down like they been a piece of garbage. Like some mommy woke up the dig a carrot from farm, do anything with them. So time we look that thing, we see and say, if we not come in, this thing it go reach on level where it could be very difficult for our people them for even breathe inside their own houses. Now why that way the leader, if she don't say the time don't reach. Before he say the time don't reach, we will already get that pain. We say if the time don't reach, mean that we take that glory to be baptized yet again. Because once you believe for something, any intelligent man, if you believe for something, you feel die for that thing. You feel sacrifice for that thing. Now that would be selfless for get to ground zero, for do the necessary things and we be careful, make sure so we project this revolution in a defensive manner way. It will make our people feel like them too don't get backbone. And the leader, if he make a degree and he send me down for ground zero, where I will go happily. It will just be like a leap into the dark because I don't really know which I will go meet up on. I don't know if I will go come back. But now a risk where we get from mistaken. It be very, very difficult for person who don't come for Europe or America, where they live, wake up every day, drink an apple juice, chop salad, go buy eating then chop, for with that luxury, for return back to the unknown. It must be an egotist, it must be a person where they born me with this attitude. It must be a person where La République don't impregnate before if you get that leap for go back, go do as we the ego sees them with the do. And I be inspired for go back now for pay back a debt. And this debt I owe to the leader of the Ambazonian Revolution, Dr. Cho Oyaba. When I be still back home, they fight under you as SCYL, and then they run to as SCNC. It be been a bush faller that smuggled itself, come home twice, midway, and they look at me, they say, look, bush faller, you come for this den, this kind of place where you be one of the most wanted person for Cameroon. Does that name Chok Ayaba? Now name where if he make you collapse or commercial avenue. But he come, run inside the same bush with me, fall inside the same pitch, will be not so kind of sleep in a hotel. Then send me Gary boy who do the necessary lies. Run in the same bush, do everything, forward, eat the same kimbur with we, corn and granite. So I will see selflessness, I will see sacrifice. For back home, we need to glorify all my way come bush. We come back from bush, it's like say they work out on top tar, where they know where shoe, their food they go boss. But you see it come, take itself like one of we, do everything normally. So I will be inspired by it and I want to do the same. And at the same mentality way at the live so for any other youth or any other fighter, whether for ground zero or whether for diaspora, make learn from we. Say when you believe for something, you must sacrifice for that thing. You must be ready to die for that thing. You must give all for that thing. So when they woke up shoot with picking and so people could write that book where it is send we go make because by the way before then we already build networks. So I just need to go now bring all the networks in together and then make a possibility where it will get this thing will look like the moon landing because the arrival of the CIC to Dadi was like the moon landing. Before one just see the moon landing, I would be glad, would be glorified, would be press every people. Apollo 11, they call all sorts of things. There were a lot of sacrifices behind before the moon landing ever took place. And for those sacrifices, then I do for my heart for every member of the Egg of Sea at that time, because every dime will come out from that pocket. and how many of we be there? Very few. Very few. But it not been at the number. It been a which way you get them in here. Now way it lead we for make this move. And no other move no go there again inside this Ambazonian revolution. We go past the daddy landing. I describe them like the moon landing, where America, if you feel say, this is it. And all Ambazonians, they get for fuel that daddy landing of Dr. Cho Ayaba was a leap that no other leader can take except you are a revolutionary leader. A political leader will not take this risk because they are afraid to die and some other person will take their chair. But you see, a revolutionarist, they are prepared to die for what they believe in. So when you look at the egg of sea, ma just tell you something, Spokes and the SG here. At the sea owner, Spokes, I start look you when you still be very, very young. Fine boy. We never join egg of sea. Fine boy. Now so you be eat chop corn and granite for your face. You know, SG Ayamba, fine boy. But the moment you join egg of sea, your ugliness now they show on the television. You know fine. You know fit. This is what you go through. All political leaders they never go through because they get their own glory. They get their where they get their own enjoyment. But on enjoyment, you know ever day because they don't call you, say they don't shoot this person. This man the hospital. This man did this. This man did this. How you feel fine? You don't twist if you don't know. But I tell you today, egg of sin are sick. But we don't green. So truly speaking, that even that sick, we will go there. Look, Alan, the color man, Alan most on a waiting. Money man, that man the young are young every day. You know they take problem they know they. Look when Obama be want to take power for America, it will be a youth. Within 1 year, it commodity like Dracula because responsibility. So you get for no say why did he? Yeah, I want to see some people they tell leader, oh see Barhead, see this, look me. Even because of Ambazonia, I'm not wrong. I not forget Barhead. Like now, see, look, I need to go. Number two. So other people they abuse, they do this. They don't need it enough for them. Now because we sacrifices them where we do them for this thing. Man not talk much because we get much for talk on this moon landing. I just want to tell you the reason why, which way it make me, you know, for whoop up for year. Live 5 months picking, you know. 5 months. I come out my picking there 5 months. I come back with them more than 1 year. You never even see know me. You see me they run and run. You know. My mommy, if I be there for year, my mommy for see their life. Because the diagnosis man will go into that one, but now because of my absence, we get what we get today can they will be too late the way they now so. But those are the sacrifices, you know. Were they for ground zero, for all that nonsense? Landlord, they can't landlady now. We became a landlord, but then the woman be in control. You can for move my family for house, you know. Quick notice. But they never because that towards winter now and I get very young picking by law for Belgium, yeah, you know if you do that kind of thing. So my woman, high blood, everything, they can't call she do all thing. I don't know if you pay my house. They woke up, gather some money for egg of sea. Woke up, call me, talk to okay. You don't talk say when I don't see some materials then. We'll get none at this money. I think it'll be around $2,000 SG. Say okay, we'll send me a woman pay house day. Or we'll send the money for you because you want to get materials. I talk say, okay, maybe send my woman pay out. As I talk so, you know, 5 minutes, I call back. I say, no. When I send them money, we'll pay that material. As you go, they send the money from instead for sending my woman, we drop 6 months and not pay my house. So they send that money back again now for ground zero. We'll buy that materials. My mama nobody pick my phone call again. Not I say everything. My mama nobody talk with me. But those are the sacrifices where some of we we do and we pray say make we people and come together. Because if we join together, make these sacrifices, Cameroon a very useless country. They will not, in fact, will not get full. This 8 years too much. With that kind of a useless country like Cameroon, we will see the fight with them countries now. Now, because of we will never understand what this revolution will be all about. Because if we don't understand, like egg of sin now, the only. Thank you.
So SG make we come for you. When una be to make these preparations and you will be part of all these things, fear not be there for your heart. Say as you enter, so come back.
Chairman Kabi, a place day.
Sheshek no
21 spokes. Make a touch a bit before I come into your question. Fear no day. Thy man no the fear coffin. Thy man no the fear coffin. You see, the reason why I stand today, I be dedicated, passionate, and committed for this revolution. One of the things that will make me to who I be today. Now, when I see our leader land for Daddy, and I want to make people know say Daddy be very significant in our revolution. That one pass anything again in this revolution for me. As Chairman Kavi talk, any revolutionary leader, put them for a mind already, say, it's either I live or I die for what I want to achieve. And that is the freedom of my people. Dr. Chua Yaba don't serve my father. Serve it. Carry it back. For how many years? Those who are here before me, my senior comrades, I was still a baby. It is a continuation what I am doing. I am his servant today. And a proud one because he has a vision for the liberation of our homeland. I have a conscience about the agony we will get them from La Republique. So the Daddy landing will be very significant for Manu. Just that symbol alone for him to honor the Manu land and put up a base where we all decided that let it be there in Daddy, more significant. And we, the Manu people, will never forget it. It is already written in history. When you talk about fear, comrade, look, on the 27th of March 2019, the president of the Ambazonia Governing Council, as they always sit, and they put up a call and said, you are leaving for ground zero. My wife was already 9 months pregnant. 9 months. On that 27th, she's already in labor. The president said, you need to leave tomorrow. That was on the 26th. I left on the 27th. I asked my beloved wife, Mama, I have a revolutionary call. Be strong. Nothing will happen to you. Just give me your blessing. Let me go. She said, go. When Mommy tell me, say, make her go, I said, Mommy, you go feel whole. He said, no worry. The picking one born now Amber boy. I say, okay, mommy. Now, so for the 26, 27, we sleep, 27, he already started cry. He cry, my belly, my belly, my belly. I woke up for morning time, I kiss him for head, I take flight. I leave. I call one sister. I call and say, Sister Maria, we come before house. With one other brother, where they call and say, brother, you doing? They didn't come before house. Because duty, we don't call. What act of defiance? Which La Republic? Because that time I be there ready, say anything I meet up and for a jam up. I don't be care. Whether I go, I lost my life and not come back, they will live to tell the story. And I go. On the 29th, my sweetheart give birth. The bouncing baby Amber boy. Neither will carry for when I come back from the mission. I go that same mission that day. They catch me. Me and my SG, my deputy SG, they catch me for here and for road. Go down, enter from Lagos. Only road. Because money for fly no day. We reach Sote for night. They catch we. They pull we for down. They say if we run, they will shoot you. My deputy say no, my man. He knows I leave my business. My woman, my business. I'll do now how. Obo I go run. No. I say if you run for here, they go shoot you. Now Lamba, who say you want run rich? I say be calm. Be calm. Because of the instinct of egg of sea, he woke up, he said, I will go to negotiate. Oga, if you come motor, waiting cash we. Now the back where I carry up, where Ambazonian flag, egg of sea flag, and ADF flag. And the first drone where we'll be getting, where we'll be go launcher, we didn't inside my back. Now where they catch we inside. That is what arrested us. I should also Malam close to aware. They knock my leg, they quack my foot for there, fall. The thing broke. Bah! I should don't for that. I know whether I go die or I go survive. All what I had is that anything will happen, it don't happen. And I needed to achieve my goal. And the goal is what? To get my people the freedom they want. So I sold for dinner. Yes. Just one moment. One moment.
Yes.
When I enter the place where we're supposed to enter, I make a call to the leader. The power, run rich. And so it happened. But I say, are you okay? I say, Pa, we do okay. Are you fit to continue? I say, Pa, shake, day. Now we this will sit and more. Go ahead.
So when I go lay the foundation, we will not say at this point, I don't already start for mobilize and then start for bring Ambazonians from all different the 13 states for channel them underground for enter inside the forest of Manu for the preparation of training. When I don't do all these things, when I lay this foundation, tell we how symbolic and how important. Now, first of all, I just ask now. Nigeria be on the hot that time. Now, how una make una still carry the leader, still enter inside, cross with it, whether not through ground one or not through La Republique or not through Ambazonia, so te una carry una enter inside Buki, una enter inside Manu. As una reach, una touch the ground for inside the Ambazonia territory. That day, una tell we how the people them be feel when for the first time they see wetin they be don the hear am, wetin they be don the imagine am, wetin they be don the think am. For the first time, it did like say an earthquake. It did like say the ground don't shake. It did like say people the way they be don't bury them. For the first time, it did like Jesus, it don't come resurrect them, woke up them for sleep, give them power, give them life back. Tell we how the people them for daddy they be feel. And when they see una and they see their leader, it touch the soil of Manu.
Okay, ma go in SG. Ma go in first. You know, the leader Ibrahim first sent me. I got to do bulldozing or pathfinding because, like I tell you, you know, been at the first time we I go for Ground Zero under the leadership of Dr. Cho Ayaba. So, within my travel, I always pass through Awala, and I read the road like a security agent where I be. I not say my leader must campus for here. I see how the Awala military they behave for road, and I try to see the weak points them on the weaknesses them. You know how Wofi carry pass. And I've been noticed one thing now, say like in many of these African countries, when you big, you big. And I know say my leader a big man. So when he don't arrive, I be get motor to enough for big man. Now me I be the driver. And I be already know situation the day where even me and a deaf chair, we don't go inside Awala, they catch we. They catch me, deaf chair, and some important person we will be working with them. Me go train the first time we will go train General Saban Kata and a group and RK to get for come, but something we disturb RK stay for they only get online lessons and all of those things. And the rest of General Saban Kata, Grandpa Bali no, Grandpa Bali no do that bad. Yes. So the first time we go train, we go now. We go some expert. When I go train them, they be catch we and that expert them for road for inside Awala. They take passport and hold on. I should inside motor will be take a step. There you go smoke. Motor go to smoke the comment inside the motor. This 505 when a long base. You know this Sunday 05 now 505 when a long base. Pigeon. Yes. Smoke so come on inside motor this will come out. So they stop the motor now for night. So they stop the motor will come out because we the travel cut costs. So we go in a luxurious motor, the other thing them we go for cheap cargo. You know, a consider get money. So they take who passport them, immigration, take everything, go keep them. I should inside motor, I tell Def say, you know something. He said, no, I said, look, I do something now. Either we go or we come now come. I said, what do you want to do, man? I said, just forget. I enter that office, I tell the guys, I say, look, I tell them, say, I do work for some quote unquote organization, you know, I know that thing. And say, we'll be in charge of African affairs. And I don't bring these people them for here, you know, make they see how transparency and how good Africa done the day. You understand? No? And we case study now in Nigeria, but they don't fall. Say if I just give them 3 minutes. If they make any mistake and make one call, they lost their jobs. I say, you get kit? The man say, yeah. I say, you get kit? You get kit? Say yes. I say, 3 minutes. Then I come out. I said, Oga, but no, so now you will just. I say 3 minutes. I just talk about. They bring the passport. Them can hand them for we. Make sure. Sam, we come out. Chair talk saying if I go no place to go with me. Say no, because the guy the middle the one hot, so chair can they hold me. He said, let's go. I said, look, no. So they cheated chair the make one because the chair one me they call. When you know the chair, they talk and say, I beg man, oh, fun this thing. So if the fear and say chair, we're gonna go call. They can't say okay, oh God, not be so now. We not be know. You just get for come explain them for we. I said, look, I'm just allowing you guys because of their kids. I know that you guys have kids, but you should stop frustrating us. So they give them so go. And I don't saw so many places there. So I just know say they would say my big man they come. So we get a good car, We'll go now, we'll pick it up, now maybe they drive. Any place where they come, they know I don't really know how they be in a big person. They know some kind of embassy motor, some kind of important people that they come. I don't put some capsule for front. So when we come to them, they just look and then when I'm going to, I know some kind of gadget they want to buy them because I'll be talking with those guys and so I buy some glasses where you get some light them for up. So when I go and go there, we'll talk to them for that night. I'll be put the light on and I'll be make them understand. Say place will stand also satellite in the real way. So and they will start asking how you stand for people will stand. So I put the light them up.
That man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So when I then the time I go now forgot take CIC now I begin now the glasses now we get earphone. You know that class you get earphone for yeah. So that one. So I just when they just come out to me, I just say, good afternoon, sir. How are you doing today? They say, oh, it's show. They just say, we'll go. That's how that's it. So we, even I don't go for inside Ambazonia. Inside Ambazonia, I did go in a farm now with my this thing. They just talk, we're gonna farm just like that. So you just need to understand. You just need to understand what you will get to do and you do them perfectly. That's it. So now we make them. But the landing itself, but cause time will be tell and say big man they come. They not be believe me. But they start believe me in a time where I be tell and say I don't go sort materials and materials they come. And the story for material on another level again. Because for material, I go enter some place where sick people they see there for inside Nigeria, where they see trouble human being. That way they see cook man, so they tell you story way when you cut man, you get for put an inside, you get for dig for preserve them. Make a don't find put an inside leaf, then dig fireside. The fire they burn gari they put and they don't cover them. Then you burn your gari on top. Say no, so the flesh, the soup, they talk about to this what they do. So one got touch me, say, check, do one look like Oyibo flesh. See if it test this one they go feel sweet. With I don't say you're only so black, so you see if I tear the ink and that's so how it would look like. So they don't laugh. Why they talk so a heart no day. See, just forget what it gone. For that place, they bring water, say my drink and not drink. I don't fear all now. That's it. So the way they go there, where they go there arrive. Now so the whole village they strong. So anytime I talk like they believe. So they will attend and say, I put all my inside square. I call the village head, other premature and say, this so big man, they come. They say, true. I say, yes. I say, big man, they come. But they talk so way, I don't really bring in here. I know if you talk way, see they far. Yeah. Just because of certain things. Then. So they be very, time where they hear, see moto, all man come up for road. All man, me big, opa them. And then the big part, the oldest man for village, he sent me the call chair for you, president for you. The call you come put in inside the house. Tell him he kneel down. He take member, take this and make contribution. Prayer when we pray pour libation. So talk for the ancestors them. Talk said you see say Dr. Choi must see the end for which we start them. Say it could be difficult. Say the baby say me not stop. Say to stop, you don't fear ye. And same, it is separated there around you now, so someone they will even deny ye when it will be difficult. But even when they deny ye, make it move forward. Because ye, even if ye the piano there for a corner ye, you go there inside ye. Now the prayer that with a pagi, and nothing ever forget. You know, pagi, I'm so for you bless it. Talk he put a hand, he put what spirit day. You know, they make that this thing. Put on their money. You know the when a traditional SG. So in fact, there was joy. Then all kinds of that's the video there. I still remember. Then all kind traditional dance, all woman dance, man dance, other until Mrs. Rabi dance, and they be very happy. They dance, they dance. They be I come up for Bokiri region, you know. But that was a joy. That was a joy. And then the training where the Ambazonian Defense Forces them they train they dance they do some actions and so for show combat actions, you know. We go down some of fee now, so they go down our fee now for play with the combat action they and the crowd will be there. I don't know why the video for that personally ever I never ever see them. I don't know because they for fee now, so they do the training, they do all the population. It be a wow, a wow. Even Nigerian military they for the village for this road them before they can for yeah they be no. So the pass they just cut in a cafe. They know the big man they come they just salute. Or it be big normal. And man make one thing me will understand the Nigerians. No, the Biafrans. I hate to call them Nigerian because the other side of Biafra. Biafrans they be very, very, very much 100% with me. The only thing that the administration. Now the administration, it get a problem. Oh, the pastor they hold their gun the problem. They talk say we no get problem. We no get problem. We will not be brothers. We be brothers. We no get problem with their gun. Nigerian military now for that. Yeah. So they didn't have a problem. There was pure communication. There was pure communication. Now what that way till tomorrow or till where would land? The antiquity, that's the history of Ambazonia can never be written without Daddy. And Daddy must be a place where a historical ground where people that must come out from all sides for come do tourism for them, for come see them. Will not go ever forget Daddy and nothing ever forget Daddy from no matter what. So that landing was a smooth landing. The moon landing was a smooth landing. And we give for a little bit with chess because it also gives me a jump. Because some people be think say Daddy didn't have Nigeria until they even know part of their own territory because they did not know part of their territory. So can learn say Daddy na Ambazonia. So we like bring Daddy into the Ambazonian map. You know, me people they really know say that is our territory, and I can never be prouder than which way Dr. Cho Ayaba he choose me, you know, to make a drum, and the courage and the talk with the SG. He also gives me that that spirit, for no say I did with my own people and and all we did the same. The community for Daddy now a community where will nothing ever forget them at the go because it be very difficult for a community for just to get one morning and everybody's on one page and they accept something like this. And if all Ambazonians they accept something like this, just like the Daddy community, they accept them. I'll be very serious. Look, Cameroon no get military. They get bunch of drunk and stupid people. Look, soldier them way will take just how many months for train them? 8 years today, those drunks cannot do anything. Then things say will come with one mob. And it never be too late because the AGFC they here, the ADFC they here. Even noise maker they do all thing, talk all thing about the AGFC, ADF. They're not even tired. But people they do the real job where they get for tired, they never even start for tired. So Ambazonians, they get for look this Daddy landing and rethink and build something within themselves.
Chairman, for you, now Chairman will come back for you. SG, with all my experience, you come out for that territory you come off for that state, you come off for that culture. The way the people, the Buki people them, they allow the egg of sea for bring more than 7,000 Ambazonians. We can't train them for day. And they keep them as a total secret for all those months. Then they can't carry the leader. Now how the daddy landing? Now how Dr. Cho will carry a foot. Instead the liberation not must be now for television. The liberation must be baptized on the ground. Describe for we the risk, the sacrifices, and the bravery with this man is showing for risk his own life, for take those kind of steps, or for make sure see what people to be free. Tell we how the daddy landing it changed not only this liberation struggle, but the future of the Ambazonian people.
Thank you, Spokes. I always call him a mentor. The inauguration of the forces in Dadi, it be supposed to happen. And may I tell you today why it be very significant. If Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba no be inaugurate the forces in Dadi, we should have been called terrorists today. That's why you see all these things televised. La Republic started with terrorists. They call we terrorists, but the international community not call we terrorists because we had an army. An army trained, has an identity, a uniform. We all saw it. It still stands today. And then inaugurated by its leader. Not before back. For the entire world to see. And then, not in hiding, by its people. That's already a country. And thank you, Chairman Kavi, with the code of conduct. That posture alone, it shows what? Defiance of the people telling the international community and La Republique, the occupier, of what they want, who can be there to stand for them, to bat for them, and to act for them as their protector, which is the Ambazonian Defense Forces. That is why the significance of Dr. Choba, I think that is very significant till today. And give you a quote on never heard in the international community us being tagged as terrorists. La Republique trying no hold water. They tell you say no. You know go walk. So that is a significant. And if you talk about the people, you want to talk about the people, Manu people, the Manu people are committed. Let's forget about this the Tabetandos and those ones where they don't use where 2 or 3 are gathered to enrich themselves. They talk for we Manu. You see the people the way they talk for Manu. See the blessing where they give for Dr. Choyaba. Now the people in that way they talk for Manu. Not them that. not be the tabitandos. Now them that. When I watch the video, see the crowd, even the voiceless, the way they pour liberation for down. You see that speed? Now blessing, take up, papa. I should put up for your skin. You the worker, no fashion, no weapon fashion against you to prosper. That's why you see the leader today. No matter you caution how, no matter you do what you know, he stand as a steel because his vision is what? Amba should be free. So the joy was there for the people. They had the passion. They had the commitment. And of all, the secrecy. Because they listen to the leader speak. They listen carefully from where we were and where we were going. That is why in the book of history, Daddy will remain Daddy. And that place, it will be a place where many people in the world will revisit it. I will make it a great place. So that's something that we have never shy away from. Thank you.
So, chairman, like person where now you don't taste, touch, feel, live all through these events. From your own experiences, we felt another day. Tell we how the daddy landing it changed the face of the struggle and take Ambazonia to the point where he reclaimed destiny.
You see, I wish time we before I will be arrested, tortured at the place where they declare for Bamida say BMN. If anyone will ever visit that place just as a visitor, he will get nightmare. Because before you arrive there, they only shout when you hear man picking the shout. If you only think which will happen inside. Where they beat you, then tie you upside down for sitting. Your head, they look for down. They keep you there for 45 minutes. That 45 minutes, you get the 3. They make some their chair where they leave just on holds where they like tunnel. When you put that chair on top your foot, them then your foot and they open so, and then the clamp stand on top. Then they start beat your underfoot them. If you cry, you shake, and that's why you wound your shin bones them, for that chair. And kind of torture that we are going inside, not be 1 time, not be 2 times, not be 3 times, because of SCNC. And one thing when I get for no, now I be anytime we Chief Ayamba, that's SG party for Northern Zone, as we be calling that time, now me I be bodyguard. Before you want to get to you must get to me. Now what I see, any picture where they are they. Any picture where they are they. Any place they go. Whether not from Cambe, or go Cambe, they arrest me, whether not outside, are they. So they beat me very well because before 11 February or 20 May, they can arrest me like 1 week before. So all this torture then, what I don't go through in the hands of gendarmes, brigade, police for Old Town, all of those things. And I just say, why this daddy not be landing, not be the way I be sitting at that very time. Yeah, now some people I am that for my back, na me that from where I did for down. Any place where we did there, get for day. Now way, Fongalam for the way talk say it's your responsibility. So so I just to go. Yeah, I'm pumping low. So that is how it is. So I just think say if this daddy landing, if we then towards that time, like some of this torture away, some people that go through now, enough for day. So this daddy landing will be too late. For me, it should don't be earlier. And I'm glad they come now because would be able to stop some of the torture on the way, some of our forefathers, and they don't get to stop and may not happen for we. So this daddy landing, we don't stop some of those torture them. Because now, the Republic don't say and say these people then they get backbone. So again, canas, they don't see and say they know only the point win a point and all the time. We'll get it, but we'll not bite their finger. They know not say if the point will bite their finger. So when the one point winner, they'll surely go point winner for night. They don't just point we any time as the point we so. You Britain said before this daddy landing, when La Republic will enter Okwata, they'll close their eyes, run and enter Okwata with impunity. But now before they enter, they check they check. Before you see them, they run with street, just kale, arrest anybody anyhow. Now you want to see they pass now for ammo cars. Now, and inside trucks and in convoy, many of them. There, who get the town? So this landing and this thing don't show. It demonstrate saying that we now will own that town. We don't send them inside the inside cage. The La Republic soldiers are inside Ambazonia, then animals them inside zoo. You know, inside zoo, they get the right to go, but they be confined. And the confinement now, their ammo cars, their barracks, and their various trucks they work inside. And who those they guard them for that zoo? Now we now. Anyone will cross territory, no get cross will put them down. So this daddy landing, he also gives people courage. He also gives people faith. He also gives people that grandeur. So at least they get their own soldier them too. When they see some soldiers them with uniform, you will need for sit down with the pass. Who the pass them so they stand for corner road. People they stand for corner road now, so they the hell we. It is something they never ever see them. You see, big mommy the cry so tears the can down for your eyes. They say thank you, some pa. Well, after this, after the first attack, we'll done for become German. Some pa see we for road. He said, thank God, say see this day before he die. He said this work for marketing board or something like that. And Cameroon, we don't disgruntle, and then they see OE candidates today, never ever pay. Blah, blah. He just cry life. You know, so say thank God, say see this day. Say if it be young, looking for day for rank. But what if you do now only for give we blessings? They move 1,000. 1,000. So give for comrade somewhere. I know I'm not even calling him for a hand, and the person knows because I don't see the follow this thing. But you see, now the joy that way will people get, you know, seeing soldiers and when their own. Whether they talk their language, when now people them around them, where they understand the geography, they understand the culture, they understand the people, you know. Now a very, 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 very gigantic step where this daddy landing he bring them, and then he give young people and to hope, because many of them they don't lost hope. What is the future like? And because the brown lost hope, they just do whatever. But you see many of them be conscripted today, they join the Ambazonian Defense Forces now because they don't see hope. See now they hope day. So if this daddy landing no be day, I'm not sure say that hope is a day. And if this daddy landing no be day, for the work of the march for United Nations, march for EU, march for this thing, like SCNC will do, with nothing to show for. If we don't get a step diplomatically or militarily or whatsoever, not because of the daddy landing, not because of the launch of defense, not be any other thing, not be demonstration anywhere, not be a folly hawk on a holy folk on a holy waiting, on a waiting, not because of daddy landing, not be because we form an IG or not because we do it in a daddy landing. Defense. So if anybody go where they kick against defense, that person they talk for like Cameroon. If any person they where they talk against these young fine men and women where they train them for that, they come out train another soul for them, where they fight today, that person is the talk now for the Republic of Cameroon. He know the talk for the people them where they be happy, where they be see they don't get also a backbone. They don't get a bed where the people can take their own. They don't get people them with uniform too, where they fit talk like them, where they know to make kale, where they know the not destroy, burn houses, kill them anyhow, beat them for not speaking French. Because the highest time we have been beaten for inside BMM. Now when some francophone become, he started to talk for me for French, and I tell you, say, I know they understand me French. They want to kill me. Say, how no go to understand French and when they talk for French? You know they understand English. But when inspector, the guy get 3 stars, they call you 8, which is something like that. The guy beat me. You need to understand how not to hear French, how not to understand French. So I don't talk say some of we are the product of Cameroon. I wish they take me go for some court because they arrest me for Europe here or for America or somewhere because of this Ambazonian thing. I just pray. We will start judge that case. We will just start judge that case that day. I am their product.
All right, Chairman. Thank you very much. SG. The way as we see the daddy landing, during that time, Ambazonians all will be studying for a very fear place. We'll be studying that kind of fear where the Republic don't teach with. Some will be fear people then. Wait daddy landing do from my own experience and wait we don't come now for understanding. That landing, it take the Ambazonian struggle from a people where they not be serious for freedom. We never ever be serious to be one freedom. We never ever be serious to one freedom.
Spokes. You don't just talk. I don't remember something. I tell you something. Thank you there for the third conclave where I tell my brother them say me will not form IG. So they already start the train soldiers them. Me will go now for defense. You hear what they be telling me? Say I know who they call and say B. Say I know the people they call and say B. Say one minute they can scatter the whole people them. Say which one go start for that country? Say no. In fact, they don't know say B if he die. But they die the landing and the small warm up will go out become that German. Take 3 of them. Take that heavy machine gun, the first ever machine gun the Bureau Ground will be moving, will bring them. So the guy they say, so B if he die. Because if you see the way they magnify B for the third conclave, see I know which are the talk. See now the highest trained soldiers in that Central African Republic. So West Africa, East, they call it East Africa on which say now the
Central.
Yes, say now the most strongest officer. They say America they train them, Israel they train them. They did this. I just look my answer. They said, look at these guys, and they reform their government. Which be government will not defense. Go ahead.
So, the Republic we don't condition and program what people them. May be a fear people them. Because that fear now, if they put that fear, they don't put them for our heart and for our skin. It don't always make we will never ever show any sign of seriousness to one freedom. The only signs of seriousness we don't show are now signs of adjustment. So that if we do small protest, then the thing will be the outcome, then the Republic if it do we. Right? So for the first time for our people, their lives, they should see a moment where it redefine their history. It take away from an unserious people. Now the world says, yes, these people they be serious. And now the world can see and say, Ambazonia don't be ready for freedom. The Ambazonian people they don't overcome the fear that the public don't program for inside with. That landing, it removed that fear, that invisible fear, where they be put on for our skin, they put on for our heart. That the landing evaporate that fear from Ambazonia there. It show we a people who don't be ready, be serious, and a people who they be prepared for pay the price. That moment, it changed La République du Cameroon. Any calculation where they don't ever get up about how to deal with the new SCNC, what they call IG, how they will deal with the new Anyangways, how they will deal with all these new people. They don't come now as the new leaders, the new protest leaders of Ambazonia. That deal landing squashed all of that nonsense. Dr. Cho is symbolized the courage of the new Ambazonia. It symbolized the new Ambazonian man, woman, pikin, where he want freedom at all cost. Even if it means that freedom, I would die, forget that freedom. That didn't it changed the perception. Where La Republic don't think so. It don't take these people then cage them. Dr. Cho free we from that cage. It put we in front of the international community as a people where they be ready for pay the price of freedom. Just like the Americans they pay the price of freedom, just like the Europeans they pay the price of freedom, just like the South Africans they pay the price of freedom, just like the people of Rwanda they pay the price of freedom. Dr. Cho look at entry into money to ground zero. They give we the new country, the new life, the new hope, where people never ever dream of. And today, now that spirit of defiance, of sacrifice, of determination, that spirit of bravery, now it still vibrate for ground zero so today, for all the 13 states. Because the moment be so powerful, it shaped the rest of Ambazonian people. As Jano say, you get a lot more for talk about this from my own personal experience, as you see how people their skin they shake as you talk. That mommy them, the entire village and all those neighboring villages, all them they come out so they come that spirit it be spread, and from that moment when I take these 7,000 something Ambazonians who they already be trained, including some of those generals, then we don't name them, Qatar, ROK, all the soldiers who they did for ground now, they be picking them from where they come out for the daddy. Today, what you see from Ambazonia, the liberation is starting for daddy landing. The liberation of Ambazonia is starting for daddy landing. Everything else has been a protest. Daddy landing is so the seed of the liberation of Ambazonia.
Spokes, you just make me remember something. You see, freedom of a people is not a walk in the park, as my mentor always said it. And you don't make me around remember the days of Kale Kale. How I remember when we keep our pardon for Limbe market. Waiting. cassava farm market for corner Louis Shalway house. That place we always get mud. Morning time, they just can't catch people, drop it up. This Dadi landing. I want to see those photographs where they point and they are a product of the Dadi landing. The umbilical cord them where we attach them to all the various soldiers after the Dadi landing. And because of that Dadi landing, one of the CDs things, those products, it started replicating defiance from one batch to the other, from one batch to the other. The General Ivos, from one batch to the other, defiance. And we use the moment very wisely because we know the person way he be there as our neighbor for that time. All way to the sea, make a give one story. There is one of my late commander. He was, I think, a brigadier general when he passed away. Agaba, when he came down to the place where we met in Ground 1. I'll never forget this. I had a very good watch in my hand, very good shoe, my legs, very good pants. And we slept on the same bed. And he was about to leave. And I asked him, Commander, what can I give you? He said, SG, I will remember you if you give me the soap just to wash. Because what I have already in me, seeing you and the message that the CIC is giving to you, I don't need anything fancy from you. I need just that soap to wash myself. That's how selfless. That's how the sacrifice those boys had in their mind because of the Dadi landing already. They break that fear. They were immune to arrest. They never care. Batch upon batch, batch upon batch, we created an umbilical cord. I am telling you today, 90% of soldiers in Ground Zero know the SG. Even if they are not in the Ambazonia Defense Forces, even if they are with the sister forces today, that we have turned as the organization to sustain them as well from the Dadi landing for the continuation of our freedom. Even till date, the Dadi landing is still continuing. It will still continue until the day we reach Boya. Because even in my sleep, there's only one thing I know: defiance. Defiance. There's only one thing I know: defiance. La République has nothing in common with me. Nothing. I say it from the bottom of my heart. Nothing in common with me. Some of you, some of the people that know me, know my heart. This thing will happen where even for hand, one day we'll go finish our hand. You know, so we have made them method for method today. They know if you believe, say, we too, if we carry that thing where they call and say, chak boom. Because when we carry chak boom, they say no chak boom. When we enter AK, they hit and bang, we hit and bang. When they hit and inside machine gun, boom, 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 we hit and boom, boom, boom. They nobody ever believe that is what Dadi landing has changed us to be. The monster we are today is because of La Republique. You need a certain degree of madness. Even today for my house. And so you don't make me a rumby. You need a certain degree of madness to make people understand that, look, when you say freedom, it means freedom. We have a selfless leader, but I tell Ambazonians, those people behind Dr. Chwayaba, they are ruthless. They are ruthless. We don't take prisoners. We don't take prisoners. You people are lucky to have Dr. Chwayaba, because some of us, the pain our people go through, and some of the people making us to step backwards. Be careful. Be very careful. Some of us have black hearts. But
Who is winning?
Because at the end, now who will know who be who. So Daddy landing existed and will still exist because we still continue creating the umbilical cord for the revolution today. It still continue. And we continue it in several aspects. Educational wise, financially, communication, towards our sister forces, towards our soldiers, towards our population, day in, day out, for them to be committed, for them to be brave to the cause, for them to be passionate. The suffering is happening in the territory. Is it caused by us? No, it's not caused by us. It's caused by La Republique. It's caused by La Republique. If they get out of our land, we'll live a free people. We'll have all the best of things that we had before. So, my spokes, that deal landing was very, very strategical and will remain strategical because we still use it today for our existence. Thank you.
And for just for waiting when I don't talk, might just add and then so that Chairman Kavi will help me for start for concluding. If you see what Dr. Cho and what the Daddy Land represent, you see oneness of the people. You see oneness of the people on a specific mission. United. They go there with a spirit of selflessness. And for demonstrate, say, a leader must lead by example. A leader need to go high. And he tell people to go do something when ever do. For people for trust you. For people for rally around you. They must make sure say you understand their pain and you don't work out for their path. Before you want to tell them to go carry gun, you don't carry gun and you show them how to carry gun. Before you want to tell them to go fight an enemy where they will die, they know say you don't stand up, you carry that gun and you fight that enemy and you bring that enemy down. You talk from a place of congruence. Your action, your words, they match your behavior and they match your action. No other person it be as consistent and as congruent as Dr. Chwayaba. Which he don't show all we. I say before we want to start for talk, make sure say we feel walk or talk. The Ambazonia Defense Forces today, all the commanders, the IVOs, the 7 Kata, the no PTs, the Arukes, the Agabas, where they don't lay their lives with their blood pay that price. Today, we see the generation of brave warriors because of wetin they see am for daddy, wetin emerge out of daddy, wetin spring out of daddy, wetin spread out of daddy. They take that spirit, they go for every state and for every community, they translate the vision, the sacrifice, the purpose, the risk, they transfer them for them and tell them, say, it no go be easy, but it be possible. It come with a cost. We must do one for our people then. This man don't stand for show we say leadership now for serve a people them. It teach we Ambazonians, say our people them, we must do and go above and beyond for make sure say Cameroon a presence, a terrorism for our country, it be possible for we for ENAM. And this generation, now all the historians, the honest one them, they go tell the real history and what you don't take away from a weak people, from a fearful people, from people where they be just there, some kind of people them, to people them today where they get hard, they get cast. The fighting where they go on for the streets and the roads of Manu. For Fako, for Le Bialem, for Momo, for Boyo, for Mezam. The reflection of what to be planted for inside daddy. We not thank the forces enough. The forces for Boyo, we see the actions with the carry, we see actions with the forces for Boyo that they carry. They still embody that spirit where the leader give them, and we all wanna put them for our heart. So Chairman Kavi, make we leave and make a SG, he give you closing remarks, and then you go give with the final closing remarks. SG, I beg help me give with closing remarks on the daddy landing and how the what the future look like from that impact.
My spokes, thank you. Before I give my closing remark, I'll give you a small talk way. You don't just talk and day. Why the daddy landing make me who I be, for come out of my fear, for give me canas. Remember the picture where when I see my DC, we hold two gun, a 2 gun then so. That 2 gun the one I see and so that time. If I tell now how happy will be they, that thing they so what I just I don't know what now. See, the day will be there. Now inside will be called I think a situation room. DC Kavi situation room. Doctor Yaba asked me, say, is this what you got? Chamakavi say yes. Always that situation we would say, man, we will take this and move on. You know, look, it gave us a kind of courage. I went myself in the forest to check for these things, and when I went, my men, me, General Ivo, and 2 others that they are still in service today. You know, we went to look for these things. Arms. When we look for arms, we were not thinking about death anymore. All we were thinking about is the defiant mood that we were. And the day you saw, I don't know if I had that picture, that I had an AK in my hand, a real AK. You needed to see the mode of celebration in me, knowing fully well that I can stand in front with my murderers and show them that I have also something it takes. If they hit me, I hit them. Thank you for that picture. That was the act of courage that I had because of the daddy landing. The daddy landing made me that I should come out of my fear. Fellow Ambazonians, not in no day we will fit coin and talk up. This thing they will return and are the truth. Thing will come off our skin. The custodians for this revolution, the Ambazonian Governing Council and the ADF. We get a track record. Make on watch things the way they happen for social media. Eh? We don't get another one way today now. He be waiting. Prophet. Because same prophet. I want them make people they listen. I know there for that mixture. And they talk. We don't get many where they don't make noise. One thing, they know the show. One. They know the show. When the order be there, they give me the order, say go down and do the inauguration of General Ivo. I went down, gathered the courage. I never thought whether to go catch me for Nigeria or they will catch me for Usai. I go down. Even when I be go for go survey border, I go right in. 3 days, I lost my phone. This is every day. They call, they no fit until today. I no get that phone because waiting. La Republic chased me. When I will go talk, I did inside one village. I lost my phone. If something be happen, let me tell you, I will die an honorable death, knowing fully well that I have achieved freedom. Ambazonians make on a know. We don't stand for 8 years. From these 62 years on how many years where these people don't suffer with? This will not happen again. Never again in their history. They will even sleep in their dream. For even think. Think of what they call and say kale kale. Or even think. Say the fit just walk inside our parlor, give we rules and regulation. It not go happen. We stand as the custodian of this revolution with a track record. Make una follow man way no road. Una follow man way in no road. No matter what, una follow man way no road. I have given myself, I have given my household to serve the revolution. At any given minute, time, second, you call upon me, I am ready to serve. Because I stand as an ambassador for the revolution until we gain freedom. If I die today, Ambazonia is free. Take my household and give them freedom. Thank you.
Chairman, you get a final word. We can't hear you. You're muted.
No, I'm not. Is it good now?
You're good, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, spokesman, and thank you so much, SG, for this wonderful time. I want also to thank the technical team behind the scene. They do a marvelous job. At the same time, we spokes SG the talk. The picture of Agama it pop up, and each time when I see that picture, it'll be a very sad day for me because I remind our people say Agaba, now where that the fine soldier way as they talk about. If you look this picture, it on SG, the right hand, hair, and maybe something for ear like Bluetooth or something. Now Agabada, very fine soldier. When you actually say, man, most any waiting, Papa, if anything they just send a bullet. He cannot ask for a shoe. He cannot ask for something to eat. Bullets. Now the fine soldier, one of those fine soldier way, this guy them for Bui. they be bury him alive. The boy warrior guy them, the 39 guys them. Agaba be been one of them. He been the general for Mezam. Now he be the first general way he shake Mezam for the way Mezam. He began for make deal on a governor make it run because staying for Bafosam. But it be unfortunate the way he be lost his life. Thank you so much, SG, for those memories again. Mr. Spokes, I want to take you back when you start your introduction. You be talk about Gandhi. That one a very fine revolutionarist way. I don't ever follow you like Bible. I never read it like the Bible. And I always talk say the only if you want to free your people and you know what made a few pains, then you don't overread Bible too much. Because the only story where this is some person free people, where the people that they get for where if free them no fee pains, then only for Bible. Where Jesus they say Jesus can't free we and will no feel no pain. But to free human beings them to this time would they now so the same people in need for freedom, they must be ready for feel pains. Because some pain the way you must inflict on them in order to free them. Without that pain, then freedom no go ever come. We see Gandhi, that way Gandhi be returned back for India. He be move a law where he ban all goods coming from the UK. Anything where they make them from UK, Gandhi be stop them. And if they stop her at this time where India no be produce nothing. He say, we not fit do without UK cars. We not work our foot, we not ride bicycle. That time they make their bicycle. We not fit do without fruits where they come out for UK. We not work on our own farm, plant on our own fruit. That's it turn all thing back into India. You see, my summary for this daddy landing. Now say daddy landing, a be pregnant with ungovernability. It be pregnant with resistance. It be pregnant with hostilities against the occupier. It be pregnant with defiance. And if at that time, many of we be so blind where the daddy landing, unite we. This time, now the time where the daddy landing, it get for unite we. If you want mention some man, try to mention that man based on the track records. I don't mean track record as in social media noise. It be very easy for get up one morning, take your £5, €5, or $5 or whatsoever, or £5, you buy credit, you put them for your phone or your laptop, and you write trash or you make stupid audios. You take no risk. Nothing is happening. Sleep you for morning time, woke up things, say, wait, that show I have, I don't write. So that means you talk your own. You take no risk. You do nothing. Ambazonians, if you want to judge any person or listen to any person where they castigate any leader, make that person get a track record where you feel look and say, look, this man they talk this thing, so this is what he or she don't do. If you get any other leader where they commodate the voice, the talk, they just where they ejaculate, where they talk, they do now, when they talk. When I look, when I serve, what that leader don't do. And one important thing where this daddy landing show, now say Dr. Cho Ayaba can do anywhere. And when he graduate all of this speaking them, send them all over Ambazonia, you will get people that they woke up, start shout. ADF must not be here. ADF must go back to there. Go and fight your county. Go and fight where you came from. All of this. We had taken Kwakwa. We had taken Mamfe. We have taken a whole lot of areas. But when they came out with this thing, many of you did not ask the track records of those who were shouting and making this noise. And many of them had no face and no name on Facebook or on WhatsApp. You only hear the voice. And they're shouting how ADF has killed 25 people there. How they have done this, did this, and all of you were just taken on it. But you didn't see the services or the sacrifices of this fine gentleman called Dr. Cho Ayaba. This is the time that we have come of age. At least we don't get Bobby. This is the time we'll get for make sure, say we judge you according to his track record. We'll listen to anybody according to his track record. And hear noisemakers everywhere. We don't form all type of groups, they fail. None never ever succeed. But Facebook, WhatsApp, not the only thing where they succeed. Not the only thing where they know where they succeed. They make all kind of noise. And they make all of this noise because we're not the listener. Share them. Please. Not even try to share and say me some mind here saying that the way this man they talk. Leave them with their noise. And they go twist out. Because they get nothing to show for 8 years. Dr. Cho Ayaba is a leader. We don't run a council, the Ambazonian Governing Council, with little or no tension. Because he be not only like a leader, he's a manager. He understands. He look at the bigger picture all the time. But you see why groups, the way they form them after ye, when they do all of this thing, no fit survive? Because they need to look at the bigger picture. They look at the now. So daddy may be pregnant with that bigger picture. On governability, you hear all of these words that come out from AGOC. None of these other people, you never hear any strategy or any statement from them will be married with activities on the ground. On governability. Now one of it. And when you see, say, with the change taxi color, now on governability that, because they make sure, say, there's a resistance to, now on governability, now resistance, now hostility, and now defiance. Why we tell us, say, daddy will be pregnant with. Where they show the international, because Cameroon, they fight we now. You see, I say, they fight we why? Because they say, they don't, on governability, they happen. They not be able to govern. How can these people just get up and say taxes should be yellow, it should not be yellow? And it is everywhere in Cameroon like that, in our law. You see? So if you change them, or you not change them, but you move yellow, you use your motor with any color, now resistance that, now ungovernability that, now defiance that, now hostility that. We get for must make sure, say anything Cameroon, now it no goes on. Gandhi do the same for India, and India is free today. Indians, they go through a lot under Gandhi. If you talk with some of them, they will tell you. And some of them, they hate Gandhi, like many people they do not understand that they do with Dr. Cho Ayaba. But today, many of them, Gandhi not their lot. Gandhi not their lot. So are the big Ambazonians, may they try to read, and may they try to follow who know road. Longevity in service is a plus everywhere in the world except to some Ambazonians. Longevity in service is a plus. Even in your Njangi group, man, if you just join your Njangi group 2 weeks and election come, when I vote that person, you just join like president. It means that Njangi group it be run by people in way they be mentally deranged. They get mental disorder. We don't know if you just vote anybody like a president, we never understand the in and out or the corridors of that Njangi group. We must vote an old person with no all money temperament. for solve problems. So longevity in anything is a plus. It should never be a minus. And this should make all Ambazonians wise and intelligent. I've preached this for as long as it takes. But we be short of time. We go to come up again with another program where we go explain a lot more. So I want to thank all of you for watching and keep on with ACN TV because it is your TV and you are the journalist. Anywhere you are, contact the ACN TV with any activity, with any news where you get, where you want make our people, make them understand them. But I leave you with one thing. Stop listening to trash and rubbish because that's all they have. Nothing. Una good morning, una good evening, una good afternoon.
Thank you very much, SG of the ADF. Thank you very much, Deputy Defense Chief of Ambazonia Defense Forces and a strategic advisor to the leader. For time when I don't take on, for can educate what people them, encourage what people them, inspire what people them, and forgive what people them. A sense of belonging and the responsibility we carry on for make sure say what begin to get a free country, what mommy to get a free country, and the work way it ahead of all way. We to want live all Ambazonians with today and the message of the daddy landing. Freedom, it requires sacrifice. Freedom requires sacrifice. All we will do today, everything we do for the Ambazonia Governing Council, we sacrifice and for make sure say we free our people from the pain, the suffering, the slavery of Cameroon's occupation. We must sacrifice. If you never pay your liberation tax, now the minimum sacrifice that they ask from you. Now the minimum sacrifice that with the soldiers they require them from you. If you never pay your liberation tax, would you enter now next week? Would you enter for the number 7 month for the year for 2024? So if you never pay a liberation tax, may you know say when the soldier they hold you for road, when they put a stop block, any place where they do check and you never pay a liberation tax, you go start for pay interest from 5,000. Now you go get it for paying at 7,000. From 10,000 as man picking, now you go to pay at 12,000. You would pay at 15,000. No can begin to cry, say, oh, now your responsibility. The freedom then for your hand. As a leader, don't talk. The fighting, we must fight, bleed, battle La Republique, and push them out of our country. The change in taxi color, not just the beginning of the escalation of this liberation struggle. The weaver birds, the one that they know want make Ground Zero be free. The one that they take money from La Republique to Cameroon through Andrew Nkia, through the moderator of the Presbyterian Church, Funky. Mr. Nkia, as we talk right now, either for the United States, it give money for Ambazonians from the Prime Minister office.
Yeah.
Mr. Nkia, the US, it meet up with Ambazonian leaders and activists. They divide the second round of money. Last month, they can't divide the first round. They don't come again for meet up them on behalf of the Prime Minister for continuously bribe them, make them discourage Ambazonians. Their cry against taxi, it come because of the money from Prime Minister office. The soldier that they don't woke up, they say they must sacrifice for our people then. For see the enemy, go pay people then. The military will say one fight Ambazonia. That same military now, they go pay people them for 5,000, 10,000. Cameroon military now, they carry banner. Military still we want fight war. Now military now they protest. For their own country, they never fit for protest. This one, now one of the biggest victories where Ambazonia don't score. So fellow Ambazonians, the message today, be ready for sacrifice. The laws them will go pass them, the policies they will come, they will create a little bit of an inconvenience for all Ambazonians. Short-term inconvenience for long-term enjoyment, prosperity, and freedom. The person we owe you the gratitude. Now this man, we don't put a life, put everything about a life on the line for fight La Republique, for free our people them from the bondage of occupation. Dr. Abacho, for which you don't build them for the Ambazonian people them, for which you don't create them for the Ambazonian people them, for your selflessness, for your sacrifice, for the love we get them for our people them, for you for take all those kind of risk on behalf of the collective 8 million. We love you, we thank you, and we are cafe day up. Ground zero, na place day. Our technicians them, we thank you plenty. Good night. SJ Ayamba, thank you very much. You be my legend and a hero. Sheikh Avi, DDC, thank you very much for your services and sacrifices for our people there. We want more for ASEAN. We want to get a lot of our people need to know. We want to get a lot of our people need for a year. We want to get a lot for Sierra. Today, time not be over plenty. For which we don't do them today, we thank you plenty. May God bless you now and we want to get a beautiful weekend. Sir.
We've come here to tell the United Nations that the land they mortgaged to Cameroon will be recaptured by the brilliant people of Ambazonia.
Right. Yes.
That the complicity they had with the United Kingdom will be dampened. That your spirit, the indomitable spirit that has led you from your homes right here to this plaza, will not be extinguished by the banality of evil installed in our homeland. That the spirit that has awakened from the dusty street of Mutengene to the alleys of Bamenda will not be squashed by the brutality of Cameroon, the complicity of the United Nations, and the utter silence of the United Kingdom. For the blood of our people spilled for those who've gone before us. We stand like valiant soldiers to lay our lives to ensure that their blood wasn't spilled in vain. That they didn't die in vain. That the mothers who scream for their daughters, the fathers who are on shore where their kids are detained, wouldn't mourn in vain. I have come here as a soldier of the revolution. I have come here to assure you that this is just the first step to internationalize our struggle, to make the international community understand our pain, the pain of the mothers, the yearning of the fathers, and the doubts plastered on the faces of our kids. That the land, the 43 square meter land that we own, will not be mortgaged, will not be taken by any other country. That we are ready, that we will fight block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, until the day, as the last speaker said, we will be able to install a government in Boya, a government for the Ambazonians, a government by the Ambazonians, that is going to speak for us, fight for us, make treaties for us. We are not going to allow an alien dominating power from Yaoundé to decide our future, decide the curriculum of our education, decide which language we speak in our courts. And if the lawyer said no, right from here in New York, we send a message to Yaoundé that we are ready for the gendarmes, the big, and all the evil spirits that have been installed in our homeland. That we will give our life for a free Ambazonia. That if this country was built on the blood of people from distant places, we are ready as soldiers of the revolution to make sure that one day, just one day, we have a homeland to call our own, a place to dwell in peace, a place where we as a people can decide our destiny. You've just got started. It's a long journey. Liberation is not a walk in the park, and I want you to be ready. Do not believe soothsayers who say you are just going to have it on a platter of gold. It's going to be a hard struggle. But the footprints you leave here today will be followed by those after us. They will know we were here. They will know we fought for them. They will know we died for them. They will know we did our part. And so they will use the same rope map to be able to inhabit Africa. If that's the only thing we can give our children, let's do it for Mother Ambazonia. I want to thank your leadership. I want to thank all those who've made it possible for me to be here. Together as a people, we will fight together, go to jail together, so one day we may be free together. Pain. I see in your eyes anguish. I can read plastered on your faces uncertainty. But that uncertainty, anguish, and pain coexist with hope. Hope that one day we will be able to walk into a free homeland. We will be able to remember all those who have died in our name. We will be able to remember all those who have been raped because they fight for a free Ambazonia. You have come from all places. You've taken time from all your chores. You are here today because you are the true inhabitants of that place that was taken away from us. You have come here as soldiers of the revolution, the last people standing to defend our values, our customs, and our tradition. You've come here to send a message to those who have occupied our homeland, have raped our girls and turned our fathers into boys. That before they will occupy our land in the next 2 years, they will have to eliminate every Ambazonian from the planet Earth. 45 years ago, they instituted a concept of national unity. That concept coexisted with the destruction of our economic potentials. When we protested, they called us terrorists. They said they were standing for national unity. That national unity meant the destruction of our own potentials. It meant the elimination of our own leaders, our own patriot volunteers. The concept of nationality, of national unity meant we did not have a university. That we should go to Yaoundé and study in French in the name of national unity. It meant we could not have our own parliament because they thought asking us to sit in Yaoundé was the concept of national unity. They thought we didn't have a right to marketing board because we should depend on them because of the concept of national unity. They thought they would destroy our police forces and we should depend on their own protection on the concept of national unity. 45 years ago, they lied us. 45 years after, we have vowed as a people who have suffered tribulation, economic deprivation, political exclusion, pain, anguish, hopelessness, scattered and dotted in the capitals of Western places, being unsure what tomorrow holds for us, being unsure what our children will become, because we went to schools that was dedicated to the production of people who had no value. The bad schools which were just 4 walls to turn us into dependent, to turn us into hopeless people. The best schools that were prison walls where they could revise our history, educate us in their own history to make us slaves. They turn us slaves in the land of our birth. Until a young man called BBC Mancho took his coffin on the street and told Cameroon, give us freedom or give us death. We are here today with our own coffin to bury the concept of national unity, as our brother has said, 1,000 feet down the earth.
Yes!
Never again, Ambazonians. Never again, Ambazonians.
Never again.
Never shall we allow a people whom we thought were our brothers to steal our own pride, to steal our happiness, to treat us like a captured people, to build prisons where they could kidnap our young boys and young girls, transport them from our own city into their own capital. Never again shall we coexist with the people who have no respect for our own essentiality. Never again shall we live with a neighbor that exploits our resources to develop its own country. Never again shall we live with a state that considers us a liability, refuses to develop our own capabilities to become assets to ourselves and our homeland. Never again shall we tolerate a system that denies us the right to exist. Never again shall we let our children be tortured on the streets of our country. Never again, my people, shall we live in pain, shall we live in anguish, hopelessness. Never again shall we sit back and watch our women raped in hostels. Men of Ambazonia, I want you to take the battle block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood. If not for yourself, for our women, for our children, for all those mothers who cannot go to the market because we've imposed ghost towns, for those children who cannot go to school because they've given us an educational system that is a liability, for the lawyers who cannot go to court because they cannot speak the English language in our courts, for all of you sitting in asylum homes in dotted places, hopeless, not knowing what your future would be, whether you will end up in an old people's home or you will return to a land that is hopeless. You are here as soldiers of the revolution. Fight for your country. Never let anybody tell you it's impossible. I have come here as the commander of this revolution to let you know that we will defeat Cameroon. We will not only defeat Cameroon, we will make it impossible for Cameroon again to ever invade our land. I have come here to assure you, to give you the assurances. A few months down the line, we will be able to make our country ungovernable for the Ekemas, the Muketes, the Atanganjis, all those who keep collaborating with the system, the Musonges, the Achidi Achus, all the parliamentarians who legitimize occupation in Yaoundé. If they cross the Mongo and the Matasin, that will be a one-way ticket to hell. We will make it impossible for them to ever return in our homeland, to legitimize a system that has brought us pain, unhappiness, anguish, uncertainty. It is the land of our birth. It belongs to you. For those people yet unborn, for those children who are not going to school, it is your right to exist. And you are here to let Cameroon, to let all those who support Cameroon, to let all those who tolerate this illegality know that our day shall come. The day we will be able to walk into our capital, build a system that responds to our needs, to our norms, customs, and values, that protect our children from hopelessness, that make our men real men, that give our women equal opportunity, that stop the woman.
Thank you. Remember those petitions, we need at least 100,000 of them, so that this house, hello, we need 100,000 petitions signed, so that this house may know how serious that we are about taking our country back. So if you have not passed that list round for people to sign, please do so and bring it back to us. Next on the line is somebody that you know really good. I really don't need to introduce him, but you know him, you've seen him, he believes in combat. Hello, Ambazonia! Blood back! And leave him. Blood back! Put your hands
block by block, rooftop by rooftop, my fellow Ambazonians, sons and daughters of the Ambazonian Revolution, it is not time to celebrate. This is war. It is not time to celebrate. They robbed you of your homeland. They took away your hope. They robbed you of the right to dream of a future in the country of your birth. They murdered your citizens. They transform your brain to think like a Cameroonian, to worship their flag, to sing their anthem, to pray, hope, and dream like a Cameroonian. They took away the land of your birth. They demonized you. They robbed you of hope, of a dream of a future that is better than the one you inherited. They killed your parents, turned your fathers into boys, raped your mom, made your sisters to be ashamed, robbed them in mud. They sent you into exile. You lost your neighborhood. They dispersed your friends. You became delinquent in a land that you did not understand. They took away something so essential to your own existence that you live here with your body, but your spirit hovers without knowing where to land. They took away from us something so important that life became something we have rejected in this land. They took away from you a country that gave you hope, built the first democratic system where there was an electoral government change. They took away from you your economic system. They blockade your social system. They crumbled your economy so you could go into their own system to work for them. They made you drive through their own system so you could pay toll gate into their own system. They robbed you of your right to think, to hope, to have a future in the country of your birth. 243 years ago, the Americans told the British that their time of independence was now. They fought for 8 years, 4 months, and 15 days. They lost the Battle of Boston, but they won the war for the freedom of the United States. The South Africans face a nuclear power. They face a nuclear power country. Mandela said he is going to die for his people. He struggled in jail for 27 years because he didn't want to bequeath to the next generation something worse than he had inherited. He fought like a valiant soldier. The Eritreans humbled the Ethiopians, a more powerful Ethiopia supported by Libya and Russia. They fought in trenches, in gutter holes, on rooftop to be able to bequeath to the next generation something better. Your freedom is in your hands. It is going to be fought inch by inch, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, rooftop by rooftop.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There you go.
Your freedom is in your hands. It is not going to be given to you on a platter of gold. I can assure you here from Washington, the land of our birth, the towns of Ambazonia will be liberated by the valiant soldiers who on a daily basis lay their lives, give their blood, deprive themselves of something more precious to make sure they can stand for our girls, for our children, for our mothers, for our fathers, to bequeath to the next generation a better country that they inherited. If this is the last thing you must give for your country, stand here in Washington and think of the freedom you enjoy. Think of the millions of Ambazonians who have not gone to school, those in jail. Think of Seseko, think of Deacon Tasang, Think of Powerful. Think of Mancho BBC. Think of Mommy Happy. Are you ready to lay your life for Ambazonia? I can assure you, Ambazonians, we will build the most beautiful place on earth. A place that you would take pride in calling yourself a citizen. That will give to you a social system, an economic system, a political system you can be proud of. That is why we fight. We are ready to die for it. Go to jail for it. So all of us as a people will be free someday. God bless you all. God bless Ambazonia.